Hello, and thank you for joining me on our ride, right? It could be morning, afternoon, or evening, depending upon where you are, but thank you for the ride with me. I do appreciate you, and I appreciate you taking time out of your day to be able to roll with me a little bit, and let's talk and chop it up a little bit. So how are you? How are things going with you? How are things going today? It's always good to do a daily check with yourself to see how things are going, how are things progressing for you. Because if they're progressing well, then guess what? You're probably going to have a good day. If they're progressing well and things are happening, and if something, off kill happens, you're still going to handle it in a great way, right? So that's always good. So how were things working out for you? How was your day going? I'll tell you, I wake up every day showing gratitude because I am blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be able to talk to you. I am blessed to be able to have family. I'm just blessed all around. Now, things are not always great. Things are not always perfect. Things do not always work out in my favor. But it's how I respond to those things that helps me to not be so angry, mad, and upset. It helps me to create balance, and it helps me to be able to prioritize myself. And prioritizing myself, on the other hand, helps me to be able to deal with things a lot better. So I talk a lot about prioritizing yourself, setting healthy boundaries, and saying no. Because no is definitely a complete sentence. Okay, we're rolling up to my favorite coffee spot, so give me just a second.
Hi, if you're choosing Starbucks, can we get you started with anything to eat today?
Good morning, no thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. What can we get for you?
I'm going to get a grande caramel macchiato hot in a venti cup with non-fat milk, upside down, extra hot, extra foam, and the drizzle just on the foam, please.
Hey, Miss Keisha.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful.
Was there an extra shot in there?
Yes, please, today.
Gotcha. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right, that's going to be 7:47. You can go ahead and pull around to the window.
Thank you. Yes, it is my favorite coffee spot. Yes, they do know my drink. A few of the baristas in there know me by name. They're always saying, hi, Miss Keisha. I don't know if you heard the second voice. He's one of my faves, and he was saying, hey, Miss Keisha. I come here almost every day, so it's always a great experience when you go someplace that you're familiar with, and they're just as kind to you as you are to them. And also, it's a great start to the day, right? But just about you, how are you? How are you setting your days up? How are you getting started with your days? And how do you end your nights? Because all of that will dictate how you go to sleep, how you wake up, and how you manifest your day. I know for me, when I go to sleep at night, I probably watch the same thing all the time, and it's funny videos. Why? Because when you go to sleep in your subconscious, you're still thinking, you're still doing things. And I don't want to be thinking about the world and all the bad things that's going on in the world. I don't want to be thinking about all the things that I have to deal with all the time. When I go to sleep, I want to be peaceful. And one of the things I love to do is I love to be at the beach, and I love to laugh. Love to laugh. Well, if I'm going to sleep at night, I'm not at the beach at the ocean front, so I can't hear the ocean, which I love to do that as well. But what I could do is I could turn on the TV, turn it down just a little bit so that I can hear it, but it's not loud. And I can hear the people laughing from the funny videos. Not always watching it, but I can hear it. So in my subconscious, it is laughter, happiness. And when I wake up, I don't wake up mad. I don't wake up angry. I don't wake up on the other side of the bed because I went to sleep watching some crime movie and somebody got killed and my favorite character is no longer there and all the things, right? It's not any of that. So what I get a chance to do is I get a chance to just really relax, right? Just find out what relaxes you and make that happen. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pay for my coffee.
Looks like we're still working on that. You can go ahead and pull around to the window.
Hey, how are you today?
Good. Hi, if you're choosing Starbucks, can we get you started with anything to eat today? Okay. You still with the cream. I'm the same for both of them. Anything else for you?
Good morning. Thank you.
Let me double check that I still have that. Okay, yeah, we still got that. Anything else? 25.20. You can go ahead for it.
Thank
There
you.
go.
And may I have a stopper for the other one?
There
Thank
go.
you. Y'all have a
Okay.
great one.
Bye. Did you do
Okay, so yes, leaving my favorite coffee place. Yes, I hit the drive-thru instead of going in, but it's okay. It's still the same. Customer service is always great. Very rarely am I ever disappointed, if ever at all. Because I look at people as everybody isn't going to have a super fantastic day. Everybody is not going to have a great day, right? Because it could have been something that happened, some bad news you would have received. It could have been a number of things that caused your day not to be great. And I don't want to contribute to your day not being great. So I try to be as kind as I can. And, you know, just be kind in my words, kind in my tone, kind in my face. You know, I show up with a smile. I love to smile, right? And I love to have that reciprocated back to me because I think laughter is good for the soul. So when you think about all the things that you're doing and how you're receiving and what you're giving in life, think about yourself by putting yourself first and prioritizing yourself. When you are prioritizing yourself, you're focusing on you. And we talked the other day about self-maintenance versus self-care. Self-maintenance is all the stuff you pay for. You know, you get your face beat, get your hair done, you know, you go a little shopping, you do all the massaging and, you know, get all those things done. And that is self-maintenance, and that is important. I would never negate from that. But self-care to me is more important. So to describe to you and be more specific, self-maintenance is taking care of yourself from the outside in. Self-care is taking care of yourself from the inside out. What am I doing for me? What am I doing to bring me peace? What am I doing to make me feel good? Sometimes it's just sitting in a quiet room doing absolutely nothing. Most times it's getting my beach chair, going out to the beach with my cooler, with my snacks and everything, with a book or with my phone, with my extra charger, and just sitting at the ocean front, chilling. Sometimes reading a book or listening to the audiobook. You have to find what brings you peace, what makes you comfortable, what will put you in a space and in a place that if somebody came up and said the dumbest things or the craziest things that get under your skin, that you would hear it and you won't react to it. Not in a way that will cause problems. Now, granted, if you're like me, my nonverbals tell everything. Okay, I don't care how I try to hide it, how I try to fix it. My nonverbals tell everything. So the immediate reaction is what it is, right? There's no change in that. But once you have that immediate reaction, what do you do next? You don't have to cut up. You don't have to go off. You don't have to go in. You don't have to fight. You don't have to fuss. You don't even have to cuss anybody out. Or you don't have to cuss them out using cuss words, because there are other choice words we can use to get our point across without going there. And don't get me wrong, I do use profanity. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, and I'm not saying that you should, but I will tell you, because I do believe in being completely honest, I do use profanity. So, but I know of ways where I can have a conversation where I don't have to do that, right? And I'm trying to get you to understand your prioritizing yourself and how prioritizing yourself can put you in a good space and in a good place so that you're not worried about everything and everybody else all the time. You can really just worry about you, take care of you, and when you go to help other people, guess what? You're doing it from a full cup. You're not mad, you're not angry, you're not feeling obligated. You're feeling like, oh, that's fine, I can do it. That's fine, it's okay. You won't feel like that anything is being taken from you. You won't feel like, oh my gosh, I just got to do this because, you know, you're making me do it. You won't have those feelings. What happens is you will do it out of love and kindness, and it won't be a bother. It won't be a bother. It won't be an inconvenience, and you won't mind. So that's the difference in taking care of yourself, focusing on your self-care versus self-maintenance, so that when different things happen in your life, your response will be different. And if you don't believe me, try it. First, you got to find out what takes care of you. What causes you to be able to self-care? What does self-care mean to you? Once you find that and you begin to practice that, you can't stop the inevitable. So things are going to happen. People are going to come. People are going to say and do things. All of that's going to happen. It's no way to get around it. It's your response that you can control. It is your response. You can't control what people say, what people do, how they come to you, or what they say to you. You can't control any of that. But what you can control is your response to anything that they say or do. And having a great response and protecting yourself first gives you the opportunity to see that, you know what, I'm a good person. I'm okay. I don't have to show up all the time. I don't have to show up for everybody. But when I do, I can do it from a place of love and kindness. And that's what I want you to focus on today and going forward. Figure out what's self-care and what's self-maintenance. Figure out that balance for you. Figure out what self-care means to you and start to implement that in your day. And then begin to pay attention to how you respond to people and things and actions or situations. Start to pay attention and you will see a difference. It will transition slowly but surely, but you will see the transition. Trust me when I tell you that. But I'm going to go ahead and end our call because I am back in my neighborhood. So have a super fantastic day on purpose, and in everything that you do, do it out of love and kindness. We'll talk soon.